All right, we had talked a bit about abundance and your cup flowing over in the previous mailbag. And we need to touch on this a bit more because it's very important. Now, R.S.D. Tyler talks about this constantly, but I know a lot of you don't go and watch his channel. So we need to cover this here and how it corresponds to occult magic. So let's get into it. So we want to take a look at the Ace of Cups because this is a symbolic representation of abundance. As we said before, your cup runneth over when you are in abundance. And you notice that it is the cup, water. And we said earlier that water equates to emotion. Because a lot of people equate abundance with material things, the element of earth. But that's not what abundance is. That is a result of abundance when you combine it with the proper mindset, the element of air, and drive, passion, ambition, and taking action, fire, and you combine those with abundance, the emotion. It is then that you will start reaping the material rewards. Because the element of earth is comprised of the other elements. Now, we've already talked about the other two. We've talked about the importance of having the proper mindset, and we've talked about finding your passion and taking action and being on your purpose. And if you begin to do those two, then your cup will begin to fill. You will start to cultivate your own positive emotions by doing what you are meant to do. It's the positive emotions for your own self-worth that fill your cup. And when you feel those positive emotions for yourself, you're going to want to share that with others. You only want to give value to others. You want them to feel just as good about themselves. The flip side of that is being in scarcity, when your cup isn't full. And people in scarcity seek to take value from others in order to fill their own cup, to make themselves feel good. This is important because just because you're practicing magic doesn't necessarily mean that you're in abundance. And this is where people tend to get in trouble with magic, because they start aiming their magic to try to take from others. As a magician, you need to strive to be in abundance, to cultivate your own positive emotions and self-worth, to create value. And it's quite fitting that R.S.D. Tyler talks about abundance quite often and how it relates to men and women, seeing as how he runs, for a lack of a better word, a pickup site and company. Because this is one of the best examples of how you know you are in abundance, especially for you men out there. Someone in scarcity will try to take value from someone else. I had someone write into me quite a while ago about wanting to use magic just to get laid. And when I didn't give him the answer that he liked, I noticed he had gone over to a left-hand path magician's site and asked the same question. You see this scarcity when men look at women as objects and want to take value from them, wanting to get something from them. sex from them without any consideration for the human element, for the woman whatsoever. For she is just a means to an end. And it's because you're not in abundance, that's why you don't get laid. Because women can sense that stuff by your behaviors. You're not trying to give value to her, you're trying to take value from her. You'll see this in relationships where one party will become jealous and controlling, as if they own the other person. This can even lead to becoming abusive, whether verbally, mentally, or physically. Those in scarcity can become quite dangerous, not only to others, but to themselves as well. And this goes back to their own self-worth. Their cup is empty, for if they were in abundance, they would have many other options available to them. And if they had those many other options available to them, there would be no need to be jealous or controlling. The person would be with them because they offered value, and being with them would be desirable to go along for that ride. Instead, the person in scarcity wants to cling on to the other person and control the other person, and can become abusive to that other person in an attempt to hold on to that value the other person provides. They don't know when they're going to get someone else again. And we can see this in money as well, where those want to take from others without providing any value in return. We see those in scarcity seeking power, and it's said that those who seek power are rarely fit to wield power, which brings us back to the occult. It's those people in scarcity that are slinging hexes and curses and worried about what the other person is doing, trying to compete, looking at everything around them instead of looking within. But many people would rather die than to do any work, any real work upon themselves. And so in scarcity they remain. And most people are in scarcity, even just trying to get attention and validation from other people is evidence of being in scarcity. Or if you had your own positive self-worth and emotions, and your cup runneth over, you would not need to seek that validation. You already have your own validation. Know thyself. And so knowing whether or not you are in abundance can be simply summed up by asking yourself the question, are you giving value to others, or are you taking value from others? Bob Proctor had a great post on Facebook today. It all starts with leaving others better than you found them. And if you're not striving to do that, then you are in scarcity. As magical practitioners, you have a greater responsibility than other people to get this area handled. If you think back of why I spent so much time on depolarization, having the proper mindset, taking action, it all ties in together. And as much as I hate to use another Star Wars analogy, it will make the difference between you becoming a Sith or a Jedi. Whether you're giving value to other people with your cup running over, or trying to take value from others since your cup is empty. And it's going to influence every area of your life. And quite frankly, if you're in scarcity, you don't deserve to have the things that you're trying to take from others. The person who wanted to use magic to get laid doesn't deserve to get laid. And subconsciously, he knows that, which is why he's not getting laid. He broadcasts and expresses that in all his actions. Here's another one that I've gotten just recently. I had a question that I really need an answer to. So I feel as if I've been missing more female attention and love. I've been wanting to surround myself with more females, but nothing really manifests. I don't really know what's wrong. It would be great, though, to attract more intelligent female characters into my life. That would be a great motivation for me. Please let me know how I can truly make this work. I feel it's time for a change. Thank you for listening, Frater X. Hope you can respond as soon as possible. Well, number one, you're lusting for results. You said you want to attract more women into your life 3 times within that message. And also you are concerned about it not manifesting. This shows that you are lusting after results. Now, is lusting after results a symptom of abundance, or is it a symptom of scarcity? It's a great question to ask yourself. It ties all of this in together. And if you're in scarcity, do you deserve to have that which you're lusting after? The subconscious will always rule no on that. You're still holding on to the charge anyway. You haven't even released it into the universe. You're still holding on to it because you keep thinking about it, lusting after it. So that's number one. And I assure you that you're not the only one having this problem. This is a big problem for many people who do magic and are not getting the results that they want, if at all. The law of least expectance. You have to let go of that, not expect it. And so the biggest thing that you can do for yourself to get this handled is to develop your own self-worth and abundance, emotional abundance. And for you in particular, because you're worried about women, you should go to RSD Tyler's channel and watch all his videos. And when you're finished with that, go to his other channel, RSD Free Tour, and watch all of those videos. And do what he suggests that you do. And if you do this within, year and a half, you'll be beating off women with a stick. That may seem like a long time, but, magical results sometimes won't happen for 3 or more months. So within about 3 or 4 spells worth of casting magic, you can have even better results simply by going to his page and following his recommendations. Because it really does come down to abundance and whether or not you are offering value to someone else. What is it that you have to offer these women that you desire? Not worried about what they have to offer you. You need to worry about what you have to offer them if you want to attract them. You're the man. You need to step up and get that shit handled. This is the real deal. This is how you get it done. And we talked in the last mailbag about how you have to help yourself before you can help others. See, it all ties in together. This is occult knowledge. These are the secrets that are not being told to you. So if you want to live a happy, rewarding, fulfilling life to where anyone would be happy and grateful to be a part of it, this is what you need to do. Get the correct mindset, start taking action by following your purpose, and your cup will start to fill. This is one of the main criteria. It's like the main criteria for how I choose my friends, my real close friends. Are they trying to provide me with value? Are they trying to take value from me? Nobody wants to be around takers. Are you a taker yourself? You need to examine and know thyself. If you ever wondered why rich people don't hang out with poorer people, it's for this reason. It's because those less fortunate always look at them as dollar signs, as where other people who have money have their own money and are not looking at them to get anything from them. And this is the way it is in every area of life. You are either in scarcity or you are in abundance. And abundance has to do with your own emotional self-worth. Because when you have that handled, You're not trying to get it from something or someone else. And I will see you next time. Take care.